Hello, I'm probably riding my bike. Fully enjoying cargo bike life. This is a mid-December day. It's cold, but there's still some leaves clinging on to the trees. I'm lucky to have a range of different bikes to ride each day. Today my cargo bike will be used, as it should, lugging stuff around. The Monopole has been a very nice city bike for Seoul. I really like the compact size for weaving around the back streets and the alleys, and also for storing in my apartment. I've mostly used it for picking up groceries and small errands, and that one flea market ride. Today I'm looking forward to carrying some more big boxes. This early in the winter, mid-December, I'm enjoying the cold and getting out my winter clothes. The air's fresh and clean, and I'm not tired of winter yet. Ask me again in a few months when the leaves have been gone for a while. You very rarely see cargo bikes in Seoul, but I think in the future they could be a more viable way to get around, and I think they could become quite popular. Mine's not electric because that's not the kind of bike I want to ride yet. I've got the 12-speed pinion gearbox, which is good enough for me. It gets me up and down the steep hills in Seoul. But I think for cargo bikes, the majority of people, especially if they're lugging a big load, would rather have an electronic cargo bike. I think they're just a good way of lugging stuff around without getting stuck in traffic. And you get to be outside, away from the cars and the bike lanes too. And these windy alleys to get off the bike paths showcase why a smaller cargo bike is more suitable for Seoul. I think the Monopole would be great for lugging around one kid, but I don't know if it's big enough if you have more. What do you think are the best cargo bikes for lugging children around on? Asking for a friend. Before I pick anything up, it's time for a coffee at Fika Workshop. Smaller milk-based coffees like a flat white didn't really appear that much before in Seoul. Now they're everywhere. But Fika Workshop was one of the first places I had a good flat white in Seoul. It's a nice little space too. Worth checking out if you're in Seongsu. My first errand of the day is just around the corner with my friends at Hitch Bicycle Club. They're good friends of mine and they make some lovely bike accessories like hats, bike bags and clothes too. They're also the people who made my probably riding hats as well. I've come to pick them up. I'm really grateful for everyone who bought them last time, and I appreciate all the messages I've received since they've been sold out. I'm sorry I haven't replied to everyone. There's just too many messages. But I'll post on my community page and on my Instagram when I'm ready to sell them. I've got something else in the works too, which I want to sell at the same time. I'll share a little more about that later, but I'm very excited. But first we should get some lunch. And Coco Nuna joined us as well with her surly long-haul trucker. She's one of the loveliest people you'll meet, and she has one of the coolest bikes, I think. I think the rim brake long-haul trucker is one of the coolest and best neighborhood get-around bikes. And I think Coco Nuna's is so perfect. It's just a solid, practical, no fuss, but good-looking bike. A solid bike that you can use every day, with some nice personal touches to reflect Coco Nuna's personality. The retro frame bag is a nice touch too. I'm not sure what make it is, but I know that Tom from Wood Cyclery in the UK has the same one on his Rivendell, just in a different colour. Just a wonderful utilitarian bike with some nice character. A bike check is the perfect thing to do whilst waiting for your table at the restaurant. We're at Kamoto restaurant, which specialises in ori gomtang. Gomtang is like a clean meat broth, usually with beef or pork. This is the first time I've had it with duck. And there's some rice in there too. A lovely winter warmer. Duck's often quite fatty, but this was clean and light. Absolutely glorious, and deserved a trail of clean bowls. And just around the corner, another coffee. H Coffee Roasters. I feel like this area in Seongsu has the highest concentration of coffee shops in Seoul. What's better than hanging out with friends, getting some delicious food, followed by some good coffee? Not much. Time to stock up my load on my cargo bike. Very exciting. I haven't had many chances to carry big stuff like this. The box on my front rack folds down, so it's easy to get a box on top when you're carrying bigger things. Perhaps I was overly optimistic with how much I could carry. I probably could have carried 2 boxes on top, but I might not have been able to see the road. And warmth next, with my fancy cashmere balaclava, keeping me nice and warm. This bike rides very nicely with a load like this. It's just super fun and satisfying being able to carry these kind of big boxes by bike. I think if more people tried it, they'd be more likely to do it more often. I do think it should be the future of how we get around and deliver things in the city. I'm lucky to have friends here in Seoul who do so many interesting and different things. So I've just picked up my hats from my friends at Hitch, and now I'm going to go and meet another friend who I'm doing some collaboration with as well. And most of the way there is by bike lanes too. I'm leaving the Seongsu area in the east side of Seoul now, and heading into the city centre in Cheongno, or Uljiro. Most of the route follows the Cheonggyecheon River, which goes through the centre of the city. As you can see, even with a load, this little bike's fairly rapid. And here's one of the OG cargo bikes of Uljiro and Dongdaemun Market. Going past Seonsanga, a YouTube friend, Mike from Korea, did a really cool video about the history of this area. I'll share it in the video description. He put a lot of time and effort into researching the history of this area. His videos are really interesting if you want to know more about Seoul and his walking tours of different neighborhoods. He's from the US and has lived here over 30 years, so it's another interesting perspective of Seoul. And here's another example of a bike hauling stuff around. An awkward shape and size to carry, but he's doing just fine with his bike, riding deep into the alleyways of the printing district of Uljiro. I'm glad it's still standing, because the surrounding areas have been decimated. I think these old industrial areas have a certain charm and show some of the history of the area. Renewal is important for a thriving city, but I do think it's a shame to lose some of these parts. We've reached our destination. We've arrived at Calico, my favourite Korean clothing brand run by my friend Joe. and the second long-haul trucker of the day. I'm here to check out the sample of the new Probably Riding Calico shirt. I'm very lucky that Joe was keen to work with me when I said I would like to make a shirt. I like riding in clothes that are comfortable and look good. This is a cotton recycled polyester mix, so it has the nice feel of cotton, but should dry and wash more easily with the recycled polyester mix. I love the feel and the texture of the fabric, and the big pocket on the chest turned out very nice. And easy access when you're riding. What do you think you would use the pocket for? Extremely happy with the first sample. A couple of small alterations and some new labels with my new logo, and it'll be good to go. I'm so excited. I think I'll be wearing it every day. Shirts are in production at the moment, so keep an eye out on my Instagram and the community page on my YouTube for information on when they're available and how to buy them. Half my wardrobe's Calico already, so I feel really lucky to work with such a cool local brand. On the way home, stopping off for the perfect winter snack, a bungo bang filled with sweet red bean and a crispy outside. One of my favourites. This one was just opposite Seoul station, if you're keen. Overall, a solid day out on the cargo bike, lugging stuff around. I need to find more excuses to carry more stuff. A good excuse, I guess, would just be making more merch, so I have more stuff to carry around. Let me know in the comments what you think of the shirt. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe if you want to see more. See you later.